from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Welcome everybody to another high school football Friday night. This night we are coming from Manton, Michigan, where tonight the Manton Rangers are hosting the Lake City Trojans in a Highland Conference football game. I'm Dan Gussert. Alongside of me here tonight is Jason Main. Jason, got a good game coming in here tonight?
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, we had the first couple weeks of the season were cold and chilly, and it feels like early football weather with it being about 75 degrees tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's one of those nights where the players probably better be well hydrated. Humidity's pretty high. We might see a little bit of issue with cramping, those kinds of things going on, but it's just a perfect night, especially for spectators.
Yeah, it's a conference rivalry here. We have Lake City versus Manton. Lake City comes in at 3-0, and Manton is 1-2 right now, but have put some big points on the board so far this season.
Yep. Lake City's coming in. They beat McBain last week to start their Highland Conference play. They're 1-0. And Manton took a tough loss to Beale City last week.
Yeah, they've kind of had an up and down season. They had a shootout with Frankfort to start the year with about 110 points being scored. But they ended up losing 70-40 that game. So you know they have some offensive firepower to put 40 points on the board.
We got a great crowd out here tonight. We got some special folks sitting in the crowd for you. We're going to try to get a picture of them for you. We have with us tonight Lake City's greatest fans. Jason, who do we got?
Actually, I think it's Manton's fans.
Manton's, you're right, I'm sorry.
That's
Manton's
right.
greatest fans, thank you.
Yeah, it's Dave and Barb Reynolds, and we're trying to look at them right there and get a shot of them, and their grandson is playing on the field tonight. They're both 91 years old.
Yeah, how about that? They make it to a lot of the Lake City events here. Very cool of them to be out here tonight. We're going to take a quick break, everybody, and listen to a little national anthem here tonight.
Please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Trojans, junior wide receiver number 1, Devin Davis. Junior quarterback
Hey,
number
are you
7,
picking up
Matthew
the announcers on the press box
Senior
too?
wide receiver number 12, Wyatt
Are you
Bisbal.
picking up their announcing of their starters and stuff on
Senior
this?
wide receiver number 16, Zachary Norid. Senior wide receiver number 20, Jacob Ball. Junior running back 34, Levi Francisco.
Okay, so we're getting the Lake City starters right here. Apologize for that.
Senior left tackle number 52, Zane Crittenden.
Zane Crittenden coming out right now, number 52.
Junior right tackle, 65, Nathaniel Knapp.
Nathaniel Knapp, number 65, a junior for
Junior
Lake
center,
City.
67, Skylar Miller.
Skylar Miller, also a
And
junior.
Junior right
number
tackle,
67.
75, Michael Grieve.
And Michael
Head
Grieve,
coach,
number 75.
Mr. Kyle Smith. And now let's
It
meet
is
the
time for
hometown
the
Ranger.
Manton starting lineup.
Number 2,
Looks like we're
Jacob
starting out
Moore.
with number 2, Jacob Moore.
number 4,
Number
Jacob
4
Hahn.
is a sophomore, Jacob Hahn.
Number 5, Jaden
Number
Perry.
5, the senior, Jaden Perry.
7, Hunter
Number
Rule.
7, also a senior, Hunter Rule.
Number 9, Gavin
Gavin
Summers.
Summers is a junior.
Number 11,
Number
Trevor
11, Trevor
Solani.
Solani is a junior.
Number 14, Ethan Ansick.
Number 14, a senior, Ethan Ansick.
Number 20, Grant Bungie.
Number 20, Grant Bungie.
22, Nick Dunham.
Nick Dunham, number 22, is a junior.
25, Seth Sparks.
25, Seth Sparks.
30, Casey Shively.
Number 30, Casey
Number 40,
Shively.
Darius Potter.
And number 40, Darius
44,
Potter.
Caleb Milkey.
Caleb Milkey, number 44.
Brandon Perry.
Brandon Perry, number 50.
52, Cole Holmes.
Cole Holmes, number 52.
Nickel, Dylan
Number 55, Dylan Otto. Number 57, Ryan Bradle. Number 59, Terry Buck. Number 65, Spencer Park. And last is number 77, Jake Renfer.
Yeah, Jake's the center out here for Manton High School.
So that actually was the entire roster there, but they didn't announce their starter. So looks like Manton is going to kick off to Lake City. So we're about ready to get underway.
We are. And just so we know, Manton with that tough loss to Beal last week. Got a big boost this week with Hunter Rule returning to action. Hunter missed last week's game. He'll be probably starting quarterback tonight as we expect. We'll find out first time Manton gets the ball.
Yep, it's a position that makes a huge difference when you get some timing issues, when you get some where we're going on the offense, and just somebody like Hunter who's
Yep.
been in those situations to lead them.
Looks like Ethan Ansick, number 14, going to take the kick right here. Back deep for Lake City. We have 16, which is Zach Noren. And I believe that's 14, Jason. Can you get that
34.
number? 34. That's Levi Francisco, and he's receiving this, and we're underway. He's brought down on a nice tackle right there by number 44, Caleb Milkey. He's taking the ball out to just about the 30-yard line. Lake City's first possession of the game.
Yep, nice return there, and that's a tough one, catching it in the sun and making a return up the sideline.
Francisco's return out to the 30, where the Trojans will have it first and 10.
Weather conditions tonight, it's sunny and warm, but there is absolutely no wind, just if any, a tiny, tiny little breeze. So shouldn't be any effect other than that setting sun here in about 45 minutes or so.
Yep, Lake City comes out and they're spreading things out a little bit. They have a wing to the right, and first and 10 from about the 30.
First carry of the ball game is going to be a nice gain right now for Lake City. It looks like about 15 to 20-yard gain by Holt.
Matthews Holt, number 7, just took the direct snap right there and went out the right side of the line.
Solani on the tackle. Once again, if you caught our little pregame show, his grandparents are up here watching from the ball game. 90-plus years old.
Yep, Dave and Barb Reynolds. So they make it to most games, and I'm sure they love these warm nights.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks like first down for Lake City. I think that was a 15-yard gash.
15-yard run. So splitting out to this side for Lake City, we got number 20. That'd be Jacob Ball. We got lots of motion right here. First flag of the game.
Hey, that's one thing when they send a guy in motion, when they do some of that. A lot of teams around the area are kind of doing the jet motion where they get them started before the snap, but
Yep.
it's dangerous. It's dangerous too that two people are going in motion at the same time.
So that'll bring up a first and 15 here. Wyatt Bisbale over on this side, split out. Lake City goes from the eye, quick pitch, and we have a fumble on the play.
Looks like
Manton has recovered that. That'd be number 11.
Trevor Solani recovered the fumble, and you know, Manton they run a 4-4 defense where they have 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and it's a tough thing to pick up depending on which linebacker's coming. So,
an early play right here, early break, I should say, for the Manton Rangers. I'm wondering if we have a replay of that. We might want to hold off on that as Manton is getting ready to take their first offensive snap right here.
Looks like a full house formation, as like you say, Hunter Rule, number 7 is quarterback, and
small gain right there.
By number 40, Darius Potter.
Darius Potter broke through that first tackle.
Yeah, he's a load back there. He came through, and they had him even in the backfield, but he turned it into a couple-yard gain.
Yep, looks like second and about 6 right now, as Manton is in Lake City territory here with that early turnover. They're on about the 35-yard line.
Touchdown, Jaden Perry.
Touchdown, Jaden Perry. 35-yard run.
You know, some of their greatest athletes are Ethan Ansick and Trevor Solani, and Ethan was the tight end on that side. Trevor was the wing, and they
great
just
blocking
right
out there. Can we get a replay of that from the booth? Okay, we did not get replay of that. I apologize for everybody. We'll work on trying to get that a little bit better today. So a nice run right there. Quick strike, Manton Ranger offense. Looks like they're going to set up for 2 here. Nope, I apologize. Number 5 right back here. Jaden Perry going to take this snap.
Ethan Ansick is going to kick it there.
Who kicked off to start the game. Going to try and toe the extra point. And right up the middle was number 86. Block that for Lake City.
So it makes it 6-0.
Ben Marion.
Yeah, that's those are hard points for Lake City to give away when they give them a short field like that. But great job by Manton. Turning a turnover into points.
So Ben Marion on that block, just so everybody knows, his dad, Jeff, could quite possibly be the world's worst trout fisherman. So with 10:54 to go in the first quarter, Manton has jumped out to a 6-0 lead. They're getting set to kick off.
Looks like number 34 and 16 are back. They actually flip sides this time, so maybe they want 16 to run it back rather than 34. But Francisco Levi and Zach Noren back there. You can see the Lake City crowd filling in the visitor stands over there. I talked to a couple fans before the game, and they said, yep, we even sit over this side because there's so many fans.
You know, there's a lot of orange and black in the crowd tonight, and there's a lot of red and white.
Number 34 there, Francisco Levi, actually dropped a kick at about the 10. Picked it up and ran it back 20 yards, made a nice gain. Number 14, Ethan Linderman, had a nice block coming across from the other side.
Yep, and number 9, Gavin Summers with the tackle on that. Gavin is a junior, and it's Lake City's second possession of the game.
Looks like they're going to start about the 30-yard line on the left hash here. Double slot on both sides, so they're going to still try to spread them out a little bit.
A little bit of a read right there.
Number 7, Matthew Holt faked the outside run to the running back and kept it right up the middle. Has a nice gain. Going to be about 2nd and 1.
So Lake City starts out pretty strong on offense again. Jason, their first play from scrimmage was a 15-yard game of a handful of minutes ago, and 7 yards on that one.
Yeah, yep. And it sounds like their biggest enemy is going to be fumbling the ball. Manton's got some big guys up front, and so does Lake City. So 2 big offensive, defensive lines are going to battle it out tonight.
Quick pass right there, caught by number 16. He dodges a few tacklers.
Yep,
That'd be Zach Noren on that
Noren.
catch. Nice throw by Noren on that. Tackled by number 11.
Yeah, he just
That's
ran
Trevor Solani.
He just ran a seam route right up the middle, and they had two guys and one zone
defender,
there.
and yeah, he was probably about a 35-yard gain right there. That brings up just inside the 30-yard line for Lake City, 1st and 10. He's throwing again. Oh, he's got same opening. And that'll be a
route.
walk-in touchdown. Nope. Holton Noren, replay provided by Lake City on that. How about that? It's the same play 2 times in a row, Jason.
Exact same play. And
yep.
You know, and sometimes high school football coaches try to get too crazy with their play calling. And
yep.
Hey, when one thing works, they went right back to it. So
I think we'll be able to bring everybody an actual replay of that here right after the kick. We got a shoe getting tied out there on the field. That'll slow Lake City down, getting ready for their extra point. Number 50 going to tow this for Lake City. Number 50 is Walker Herrick, sophomore. He tows it right down the middle, and that'll give Lake City a 7-6 lead with 9:41 to go. We'll see if we can get you that replay. It should be.
Yeah,
we're watching him trot into the end zone right there. Nice pass, nice touchdown catch.
Yeah, that was he threw the ball, put it right on the money, and you know, like they say, the secondary for Manton's going to have to make some adjustments to that, and it looks like they run it out of their double slot look, so they got 4 receivers and almost called a 4 vertical play. They run straight down the field, and the quarterback reads.
Boy, the way the first quarter going, Jason, we might have ourselves a shootout here tonight.
Yeah, every game I do seems like we score a lot of points, both sides of the ball. So,
Jason, why don't you read off our sponsor list for tonight's game here as we're watching Lake City get ready to kick off?
Yeah, we'll start with our presenting sponsor is Cadillac Castings. Along with them, Cadillac Tire, Napa, Lake City Materials, the Walkley Agency, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Pizza Plus, Bowman and Rogers, Lake City Mini Golf, Miller's Corners, Emerald Vale, and Latitude 44.
That might be the best high school kick I've seen this year right there by Walker Herrick.
Yeah, number 5, Jaden Perry caught it, and he got dragged down to about the 15-yard line, about the 13-yard line.
Not only was that kick long, it was high.
It was high, just like his extra point there.
Yep.
Gave the kickoff team a long time to get
kicks
down
another
the field.
one like that, they might have to mow the grass before it lands. All right, Manton's second possession of the game. They are trailing 7-6 to Lake City early in the first quarter. Hunter Rule about ready to take the snap here from number 77, Thomas Bloomberg.
Fullback right up the middle. Hey, nobody's going to touch him.
Well, he's going to run away from everybody.
Number 5,
There's no
Jaden
flags
Perry.
on the crowd here, or no flags on the field.
Hey, right up the middle. It's going to be
85-yard run.
86 yards right up the middle. Hey,
we'll see if we get a replay of that.
Manton did a great job of faking. They never broke their fakes the whole time.
Yep. Looks like we got replay coming up here. You watch the center pull out on this. He makes a nice block going wide.
What did you say that number was 55 for the center?
Nope, 77 was.
77.
Yep. 55 with a pull in there. Yep. So we're watching Manton now get ready here for the 2-point conversion. Hunter Rule fakes the handoff, pulls it out, finds a wide open number 11 right there.
Yeah. That's
Trevor Solani with a 2-point conversion on a pass from Hunter Rule. 9:22 to go, and it's already 14-7. 3 touchdowns have been scored in the first few minutes here.
19 seconds between them, so.
19 seconds apart on those last 2.
Yeah, it'll be a long night, but that's all right. We'll see lots of scoring.
Hey, while we're in a little break from action, why don't we tell you who's working behind the scenes here tonight for us?
Okay,
Jason?
our 26 Sports and CCTV crew tonight is Wyatt Van Dynen is our director. Our replay graphics are Heather Stilson. Cameron Maitland is our camera tonight. And our other 2 cameras are Kyle Kushmiter and John Creed. So those guys do a great job, and they're constantly moving around, finding different angles, and they
work hard out there.
They do. They're doing
They
a great
work
job
hard,
tonight.
especially in this heat tonight. They're not in the shade where you and I are up here in the press box. So,
number 16,
once again,
number 16 and number 34, Zach Norin and Levi Francisco back again. They're going to have the kick return team for the 3rd time.
Yep.
In the first quarter here. So
Anzik gets ready to kick this. There it goes.
another nice kick right to Levi Francisco again.
Nice solid tackle right there by number 50 for Manton Rangers.
Yeah, that's Walker Herrick, and made a great special teams play coming off.
Very good textbook tackle, Jason. I don't know if you could see it from your angle. The head was up, got his shoulder into him. That'll make coaches proud.
So Lake City's going to take over about the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Here they go with their double slot look again that they've been pretty successful with, and
See if Manton's made some adjustments here.
you know, honestly, doesn't look like they did. They still have 3 deep,
Yep.
4-4 defense, and
He's open again. Oh, nice throw. Unable to make the connection right there.
the number 1 rule as a DB or safety is nobody gets behind you, and
Yep.
I'm not sure if Manton needs to take a couple steps back or
Nope.
what, but
We have a timeout, Manton, right now.
that's probably a good call because
Yep.
they've ran the same play 3 times in a row, and it was open 3
Yep.
times in a row.
And you know, with Manton, as you're looking, there are only 20 players on the team, so you got a lot of players going both
Yep.
ways. So there's not a lot of coaching, you know, as
Yep.
Manton switches from offense to defense because everybody's
Yep.
staying out on the field.
Coaching on the fly.
Coaching on the fly,
They
yep.
got some good athletes back there too, so they're gonna match them probably all night. But number 16, Zach Norin, he's getting his exercise up and down the field. He likes that little slot route. So at the end of the timeout here, we're gonna real quick tell you about our DVD order form. We have an ISD partnership, and some of the details. Our DVDs are available at cctv-cadillac.org. Also, My News 26. You can order a single game or a box set of all 18 games this year. So here they come. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Lake City has a double slot again. And
Yep. Run a little bit wide right this on a read right there. That's number 34 for Lake City on that carry. That's Levi Francisco.
Yep, and that just sets up the pass play.
Yep. Rule on that tackle along with Solani.
Puts
It's about
him
a
in
2-yard gain,
yep,
maybe.
puts him in a 3rd and long situation. So you would expect a screen, draw, pass, something along that lines here.
They are staying with the same formation.
Manton's got a couple guys a little deeper. They went to 4 DBs there.
Run to the other side this time.
It's going to be a little short. Going to be fourth and 1 or 2 on that. So Lake City's got a decision to make here.
Yep. David Greenfield on that carry, number 32, almost able to break a long tackle.
They haven't sent the punt team out, so you never know what's going to.
Nope.
Francisco
Holt gets the plays from coaching staff along with number 16.
Hey, this is a big play for
Zach
Manton
Norn,
here.
they come out on the field. Yeah, this is a big player in the game early in this game.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Fourth and a couple, trailing by 7 at this point.
Hey, got
Lake City's going to go for it.
gutsy call, quarterback keep. He's not going to get it. Oh,
I tell you what, that's
They
called
had him.
second effort there.
they had him. Manton had him in the backfield, 2 guys there, and number 7, Matt Holt, just kept driving his feet, and he's going to actually get the first down.
Yep. Broke a couple of tackles in there. Second effort for sure, and a little bit of tackling trouble right there for Manton, but it does give Lake City a first down early
Yep.
in the first quarter. 7:47 7:43 to go.
Those kind of plays make or break the game. You know, I mean, Manton could have the ball 1st and 10.
Yep. And the way they've looked on offense, you know, play later, they could score again.
Yep, and then instead it's 1st down for Lake City.
So Lake City, after 3 consecutive passes out of this set, switches up to a couple of runs, gets a 1st down out of it, and they're looking again.
He didn't find anybody. Actually, Manton made a little adjustment there. They start switching their DBs. They put number 5, Jaden Perry, on 16.
Yep. Solani with a tackle on that.
Yep.
Lake City did a nice job with that. You know, made a nice adjustment. Wasn't open. Looked around. They're spreading the field a lot, which leaves a lot of their athletes with some open field, and they're able to gain 7-8 yards on that play.
Yeah. One thing, Manton got a little pressure on Lake City that play, and helped the DBs out. Yep. Option here, and
that looked like you on that run there, Jason Main, your younger days. A lot of shiftiness out there.
Matthew Holt, ran the option, actually cut back, and you know, he's a tough runner.
Yes, he is.
He's broken probably 5 tackles tonight to make some good gains when they had him in the backfield.
That brings up a 1st down for Lake City as they are now in Manton territory at the 45-yard line. Trailing right now 14-7.
Yeah, Manton does have a pretty light roster. They have a lot of seniors and not very many juniors. I think 1 sophomore.
A little reverse right here. That was read well by number 9, but he's not able to make that tackle.
He fumbled
it.
Manton's got it.
Oh. That's number 2 on a nice tackle right there. Jacob War knocked that ball loose as he attempts the tackle, and I couldn't see who recovered it.
Yeah, number 7, Hunter Rule is right there. But Zach Noren, that's a tough play. He ran a reverse and actually made a great play. Manton's defensive end he did a pretty good job, but he still let him get outside him. And unfortunately for Lake City, 2nd turnover of the night.
Yep, 2 fumbles plus an early fumble on a kickoff that they picked up themselves and ran. So, all right, we'll see what Lake City's going to dial up on defense right here. The last 2 Manton offensive plays have gone for touchdowns.
Jaden Perry's got about 120 yards on 2 plays.
Rule's ready to take the snap. He steps back to throw this time.
Wide open.
Finds number 40. Breaks his 1st tackle. Is going to end up being tackled by number 1.
Number 40 is Darius Potter. He ran kind of a flood route there, and he was wide open.
Devin Davis with the tackle.
Hunter found him, and it's going to be a 1st down. So Manton, you know, one thing I'm impressed with is they faked the ball pretty well.
Yes,
and
very good faking in there.
Yep, they run that full house tee, similar to some other like powerhouse wing tee teams, and for Lake City, you really got to tackle everybody.
Yep. You got to keep your keys. That's the thing, and that's hard for especially young players, high school age.
Yep, they tendency to get their eyes in the backfield and start looking. But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40, Manton's 40-yard line.
Nice open field tackle right there by number 10 for Lake City, Waylon Ising.
Yep, Jaden Perry was nowhere to go there. You know, Lake City has 9 guys in the box, and they are bringing everybody, and they have 1 safety, number 1, and they're basically saying, hey, you're going to beat us, you're going to have to throw the ball.
And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 13 for Manton. Almost an offside jump right there.
There's a counter play coming back this way.
Oof, bruising run right here. Yeah. Nice job of team football by Lake City.
That was number 40, Darius Potter, and he on the counter play, he meant the DB, and he was the windshield, and the DB was the bug.
He was definitely not going to run around that first tackler. You know, those kinds of things, you do that early in the game, and a little later on in the game, they sure do pay off. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8 with 4:45 to go in the first quarter still. Manton with a 14-7 lead, nearing midfield.
A little different formation here with the split left.
Hunter Rule keeps it, dances, then throws it away. And we've got a flag down. We might get a intentional ground.
Going to call intentional grounding. And,
Nope.
you know, I'm not totally sure what's the difference between high school and college on
Yep.
that. He was outside of the tackle box for sure, but I don't think that makes a difference.
I don't think that makes a difference. You know what? It looked like early in that he had Darius Potter open, but because of the pressure up front, he wasn't able to deliver it when he was open. Lake City able to recover on that.
Yep. Now, loss of downs here, I believe, on intentional grounding. So it's going to probably be 4th and long for them.
Looks like it is, as Lake City's number 16, Zach Noren, back to receive a punt.
Yeah, he's kind of like their guy for him. He does the punt return, kick return. He's caught a couple caught one.
Trevor
touchdown
Solani's going to do the punt here. I can't see who's snapping that.
They're going to
we got a flag on. That's 14 on the snap, I think, Jason.
Yep. Number 44, Caleb Milkey actually jumped. He was he was a wing on this side.
And you know what? Might have been a good thing as Ethan Ansick's snap was definitely going to be a little bit trouble there. A little bit too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, Ethan is a kid that just moved back here to Manton right before the season. So I think he plays 3 sports and pretty good athlete. So I'm sure they're happy to have him on their team.
So we'll redo this punt formation. That's a better snap. Nice punt by Solani. And it just sits where it landed.
Right there. So Manton gets a nice punt off, gets a little breathing room. Lake City will take over in Manton territory on about the 47-yard line.
Jacob Hahn, number 4, sophomore on that downed punt. So once again, for everybody, if you're interested in ordering up some DVDs of broadcasts this year, you can get box sets of Manton, McBain, Mesick, Pine River, and Lake City games. You can certainly order all 16 games that are covered this year with our 2 vans heading out. We'll get you that information, how to get to those a little later on in the year.
Manton's going to come in the same defense. Lake City's come out throwing a little bit.
A lot of room right here.
He Holt got a little bit of pressure, scrambled to the right, and actually makes a great play out of it, gaining about 16 yards.
They're down about the 29-yard line of the Manton Rangers.
It's kind of been a game of field position. You know, they've been back and forth. And
you know, it's 14-7. We're still in the first quarter, and honestly, I think there could be 2 more scores for each team right now. Certainly one more.
Yeah, Manton seems to be able to put up some points, but on defense they also are giving up a few.
Quick pass right here. A broken couple tackles by number 20 right there. That's Grant Bungie.
They're going to say he's out of bounds right there.
Yeah, looks like about maybe about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Yep, it's going to be right close. It'll be 1st and goal, Lake City, and
3:55 to go, and Lake City is on the doorstep here, trailing by 7. Holt is got the play from the sideline, runs it into the huddle, and Lake City stepping up to the ball here. Once again, they're back to split 2 on each side.
Yeah, those guys are really wide this time. Watch quarterback keeper. Yep.
And we had a whistle early on in the play right there.
Looks like somebody was moving.
Nope. Skylar Miller, the center for Lake City, has done a nice job on snaps so far. Everything seems to be getting back to Holt pretty quick. That's not always easy in that shotgun formation.
No, it's not. So false start against Lake City.
That'll make it a 1st and goal, but from a little farther away, just outside the 5, about maybe the 6.5 yard line.
Those will drive you crazy as a coach, and
you
know you end up having to settle for a field goal because you didn't get you didn't get the correct snap count or something on the first down play.
.322 to go right now. Lake City breaks the huddle. Holt looking over the field. Gets ready to take the snap. The little read, hands it off to 16, and he breaks down to maybe the 4-yard line.
Yep, give it to Zach Van Noren when in doubt.
I've seen a lot of Van Noren already. Nice touchdown catch early in the game for him.
Yeah, Lake City seems to like to run behind number 65, Nathaniel Knapp, and 75, Michael Grebe. And they're two big guys on the right side. And between the quarterback keeper and Noren, they like that.
Second down goal from about the 4-5 line. Keeper right here. Looks like he's going to walk into the end zone. No flags on the play. So with 2:29 to go, we have another touchdown by the Lake City Trojans. They now trail by 1, 14-13. We'll see if they're going to go for 1 or try the 2-point extra point. Once again, everybody, as they're getting ready to play, we want to thank our sponsors this year. We've got the ability to bring 2 football games all season long with the help of these sponsors for everybody's enjoyment. Herrick Walker, looks like he pulled that one a little bit.
No good.
A little bit wide, yep. Looked like one of Bill Dooley's drives on the golf course. Pulled that a little left. Our sponsors, Cadillac Casting and Cadillac Tire. We have Latitude 44 in the Emerald Vale Golf Course. Miller's Corner. We've got Lake City Miniature Golf. Bowman and Rogers, Pizza Plus. Godfrey Chevrolet Buick. Fox Motors at Cadillac. We have Lake City Materials, the Walkley Agency, and certainly we have Napa that has locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids. If you are interested in joining our sponsor team, signing up, we'll get you some information on that in just a moment here. Certainly, as we wind into, the second season here, if you will, for teams, we will be bringing you all kinds of basketball and hockey action. So if you're interested in sponsoring, please get in touch with.
Looks like Lake City ready to kick off here.
I'll give you that again just in a moment. We'll wait for Lake City's number 50 here to kick this extra point. This kickoff. Walker Herrick, he is a sophomore, and if you watched this first kick, it is a doozy.
Yeah, he found
didn't quite
a little
catch
hole
all
there.
of that one, did he?
And he kind of does a little pooch kick, but unfortunately for Lake City, it went out of bounds. So it's going to be a ball at the 35-yard line unless they make him re-kick it, but so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35 for Manton. Lake City's basically going to say, hey, you're going to beat us inside the box.
So that phone number, if you're interested for joining our sponsor group, is 231-577-1844. That would be the My News 26 sales team. Or you can email sales@mynews26.com.
Jaden Perry took the handoff right up the middle, and he got about 5 yards actually. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for Manton at the 40-yard line. Manton sticking with the full house T formation, and it's one of those offenses that kind of just wears you down.
Yep.
4 yards in a cloud of dust.
And certainly with Darius Potter running in there, you tackle him a few times during the game, you get tired all night long.
I don't think number 10 wants any more of him as he's coming out here, but.
Oh, we got a quick fumble right there, but Rule able to keep it. So looks like he's going to make a little bit out of nothing, but we got a flag. We got another flag down on the play.
Looks like a hold right there. When it gets out there, those offensive linemen they can't hide very well.
Yep. So he gained about 5 on that, but Jason's eyes are correct. We're going to see that mark back, which will bring up a first down a little longer for Manton.
Yep, it's actually going to be about 2nd and 15 again. So, Hunter was trying to make something out of nothing there when he had a fumbled snap, but unfortunately, in order to get out there, the offensive line had to pull somebody back a little bit.
So we are winding down to 1:39 to go, just under that in the first quarter. 14-13, Manton leading.
Nice
Manton
tackle.
has scored on 2 long runs early in the game. Lake City on a long pass and then on a short run to make it 14-13. Just wanted to let everybody know that our sports here tonight and all season long are produced with cooperation with the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, CCTV, and My News 26. We've got students that are running cameras and graphics, instant replays. They're supervised by a professional director. If you are watching and you attend classes at the Career Tech Center in Cadillac, you can contact the folks up there about joining some of our camera crew, perhaps some of our other crew that we have behind the scenes. Certainly love to have more high school students joining us with that.
Yeah, Manton ran a little flood route there. Darius Potter was the middle receiver, and Hunter found him for an opening. Looks like it's going to be first down for Manton. So good comeback to overcome the penalty for Manton. Lake City's putting 9 guys right up front, so if Manton wants to score, they're going to have to do that. And looks like there's about 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
This game, which will be broadcast tonight at 11, is also going to be rebroadcast tomorrow, Saturday, September 16th, and that'll be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it turns around again on Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, September 17th. We've got a whistle right there.
Delay of game here. Man, he's got a quick whistle. That seemed pretty.
Yeah, that did seem pretty quick.
But, they start that clock, and the referee gives him the 5 count, and he was ready to roll.
So a couple of penalties here so far on this possession. Manton was able to work their way through that first one. They still end up with a first down. We'll see what they do here as we got just about 18 seconds to go here. First quarter action.
Manton's coach, Travis Waddell, is asking how come the back judge didn't wave his hand, and I actually don't think he did. He just kind of threw it. He's supposed to go on a 5 count down there, but they like to call those early in the game, don't they? Hurry him up.
Especially when it's warm out. All right, Rules ready to take the snap. Hand up right up the middle that time. Read very well by a couple of Lake City Trojans.
That's into the first quarter, actually, and Manton is gonna end the quarter up 14-13. And it's been a battle of back and forth. We've seen 4 touchdowns, seen some big runs and big hits. So it's a great high school football game.
Okay. I believe we're going to take a short break right now as first quarter has ended. Am I correct? Thank you for joining us tonight on 26 Sports and CCTV's broadcast of high school football. We'll be back in a minute.